My nice people, how are you doing today? So I wanted to have a very important chat with everyone about, I guess this is mainly for my ladies, but because I am a lady, but this should be important to everyone. And we are going to talk about birth control. These are birth control pills that I've taken in the past. They're called Yaz. They are a 28-day tablet. You take them for 3 months, and then your fourth week you take the placebo pills, and then you get your period after that. But these are very good because you only get your period 3 times a year with these. There's other methods of birth control. Actually, here are the main methods of birth control. I don't know how great you can see this, but it says the effectivity of each method, which is there's spermicide and withdrawal, which is the least effective. Even though you might think that, your boyfriend or your man's pull-out game is on point, there's really no exact way to time that. So that's not the best thing. There's something called spermicide that creates like a little foam inside the woman's vagina, and it's supposed to make it so that sperm can't get through that. It's not the most effective. There's also condoms and the diaphragm. These are the condoms. They go over the penis, and it protects. It has a little bubble on the bottom that catches the sperm, and since you're fully the male member is covered, it makes it so that the sperm doesn't go into the woman's vagina, and it also protects both partners from STDs and HPV. Well, it helps protect. It doesn't mean that you can't get an STD, but it gives you a little bit of protection. We have the diaphragm, which is a female condom pretty much. It's about this big, about that big. It's pretty big. It's kind of embarrassing how big it is. But that goes inside the woman's vagina, and once the male puts his member in, it kind of puts a condom over him in a way, so that she won't be able to get pregnant, nor can he get her pregnant. There is the shots, there is the pills, the patch, the ring. The higher you go up in different methods, the better your effectiveness is from getting pregnant. The shot, you get it. I've never had it, but I know people that have gotten it. It's pretty effective, but it may cause weight gain and other normal side effects. But I know one of the main side effects is weight gain. But, if you keep a healthy diet, you stay active, you work out, you shouldn't wing gait like that unless you're not like eating well. The pills, there's month-to-month pills, and there's pills where you get your period 3 times a year. There's a patch. It goes right on. It can go on your arm. It can go on your waist. It can go on also your buttock. And you pretty much not really sure how you can wear that. How that works. I think it's a month to month. I think you get it changed after every month. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. And there is the ring, which is literally a ring that goes inside the vagina, and it protects you from getting pregnant. And you have the implant, which goes right in your arm in this area. They insert it with with kind of like a vaccine like tube. They kind of shoot into your arm. It stays in there for 3 to 5 years, I believe. After the 3 years, you can get it changed for a new one, or if you're trying to get pregnant, you can go ahead and attempt to get pregnant. But it has a pretty good effectivity rate. There's the IUD, which is like a T, like a little T. It has these little strings at the bottom, and that little T makes it so it has the same effectivity as the implant. You have IUDs that are 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years. And then you have the permanent surgical or non-surgical, where they tie your tubes, which I wouldn't do that. but I have tried, you know, for being honest, I have tried the diaphragm. Was not something that I liked. Well, a female condom, it was embarrassing. So, I mean, unless you really want to do that, I would say don't. But, you know, you have to protect yourself. So there's definitely other methods that you could use. The pills, you have to remember to take it every day at the same time. Some people take it at night, so that way, you know, they don't forget. Some people set an alarm, you know. The patch, that might be easier for some people. Again, the higher you go up in birth control methods, the more effectivity you're going to have at not getting pregnant. You know, most insurances cover it. I think nowadays birth control can even sometimes be free, because I feel like it should be something that is accessible to women, because, you know, you don't want to be popping out babies every 9 months, especially, you know, if you have a lot of goals for your life in general. You should protect yourself no matter what, because once you have a baby, it's not about you anymore, it's about that baby. And 18 years is a lot after you have a baby, but you have to be responsible. You know, sex can be all fun and games until someone gets pregnant. And then, you know, some people, if they're not ready for that responsibility, they may consider, you know, adoption. They may consider abortion. They may consider, you know, like living with regret, because that is a decision that you might live with. You know, if you give your baby away to a family that isn't able to reproduce, then that's understandable. But an abortion, I'm not, how do I say this? I'm not for abortion. I think that an abortion should be something that, I think an abortion shouldn't be something that is used as a way out. Like, let's say, you know, you get pregnant, you're 15 years old, you know, you made the decision to not tell your partner to use a condom. You made the decision to not, you know, because it's a two-way street. You know, as a woman, I feel like, or as a girl, you should carry condoms on you when you think that you're going to be ready to have intercourse with a partner. I think the male should also carry condoms with him, because you never know when that feeling hits you. You know, you get in the mood and you're gonna want to have sex, and, you know, you're like, oh, well, maybe it'll feel better without condoms. Sometimes it isn't about whether it'll feel better or not. It's better to protect yourself than to end up in a situation that you could have prevented. You can prevent getting pregnant at an early age if you want to. If you want to be stupid, not stupid, if you want to, like, you know, not care because you think that you're going to be that percentage that can't get pregnant, because you're like, no, I can't get pregnant on my first time. No, a lot of people can get pregnant on their first time. You know, you don't pick and choose, oh, I'm going to have sex today and I'm not going to get pregnant. No, it happens. But, you know, as a woman, in my 30s, I have always thought that I have always cared about myself enough to make sure that I was always on a birth control method, because that's a decision that I can make for myself. That's something that I can control for myself. That's something that I can do for my body. So, I mean, definitely think about it. Talk to people if you're thinking about having sex, because it's an important decision and it's a lifetime decision, you know. It's not just about losing your V card. It's about, are you ready for a child or not? You know, protection comes down to that. Do you want a baby? Don't use protection. You don't want a baby? Take care of yourself and use protection. But yeah, I hope you found this video to be very informative. And I hope you've also checked out my other videos. I appreciate every single one of you. Comment. Your comments, I always read them. Your texts, if you're, you know, a friend of mine, I always read them. When you email me, I always respond. I'm always completely grateful of being able to speak on a platform like this, because, you know, it's important to try to educate others, try to educate yourself. And I really appreciate all of you watching. thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I hope you all have a great day, a great month, a great 2021. Follow your dreams and never give up. I love you guys. Take care.